All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, my beautiful people. Thank you guys for tuning back in. I really appreciate all the time that you guys have been spending with me in the room. Got Cheto with me in this video. Hope you guys enjoy his little presence. He's going to be here reviewing the little albums I've been collecting recently. And yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for everything. It's been so fun. This is going to be probably the dopest video simply due to the fact that my mom gifted me a good amount of these. So I think it's so dope because my mom's been helping me on this like vinyl collection journey. So yeah, without further ado, that's enough yapping. The first one's actually going to be pretty cool because I just recently went to the concert that they had over here for the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers. I think it's so dope because this was actually their breakout album, and this was way before I was born. This is like 1990 something, I believe, and I was born in the 2000s, so that's well above almost a decade, damn near a decade from when I was born. And just super standout tracks. I think Protect Your Neck is probably my favorite off of this, or Bring the Ruckus. Bring the Ruckus is such a dope track, and I'm so glad that we got to see them. Me and my best friend actually, we actually got to go due to the fact that my godfather ended up not being able to come through to go see the concert because he had something going on with his business. Lo and behold, he's like, all right, you could take somebody. So I ended up taking the homie. Homie ended up going through, and it was so dope because you could just see everybody but ODB. But the cool thing is you got to see ODB's son, so it's so dope. Enough of a tangent. I might go into like a whole separate video on that. I got like footage and like a whole little video segment where it's just like them doing live back to back. You get to see like Method Man going crazy. So yeah, it's just so dope. They're still going crazy, and I still can't believe that they're touring. Like I think to this day they might be finishing their tour in like the next month or so. But I think it's dope because they've been going all around the nation, still doing classics. So yeah, shout out the Wu-Tang one. My mom actually came through with that one. And this one with the NWA, she was like, "Oh, I gotta get you this one." She was like, "Who's that group where they're like standing on top of the camera?" I was like, "I know which one you're talking about." This is so dope because you get to see Easy E in his, I would say, prime, in his youth and his prime, and then you get to see Ice Cube with his pen and paper just going crazy. This was back in the day when I think the movies that have portrayed this, such as like Straight Outta Compton, others that have followed after that, have done a great job showcasing how like Ice Cube was literally kind of like the pen to a lot of the tracks that we know, and that's why it was so crazy when like No Vaseline came out, and you could see like the live reaction of everybody that was there, where it was them kind of like shook in the fact that this fool was out here spitting straight heat, and it was simply due to the fact that they just couldn't rebuttal because he was actually the heart and soul of like the raps. He was actually the one that was doing everything when it came to the structure and the penmanship. So yeah, shout out my boy Ice Cube. That's so dope, and he's still doing great too. I love his acting. The latest movie that came out, not so good, but that's enough of a tangent for that. The next one I think is so dope because, man, I kind of messed up. They had two of these when I went to Walmart, and I looked at the other one and I was like, hey, I'll come back for you. When I came back, it wasn't there. I should have just swooped it when I had the chance. But yeah, the Bruno Mars Unorthodox Jukebox, I think this one's so dope simply due to the fact that it has great standout tracks. I think my favorite tracks off of this would be, I think Locked Out of Heaven was probably my favorite track. Locked Out of Heaven off of this. When did this come out? I think I was like maybe 10 when Bruno Mars came out with this. And I think it's so dope because he was actually able to deliver such great standout tracks. Even now to this day, you get to see like 24 Karat Magic, and that just aged so well. And I think if he continues to just release timeless music, people will continue to enjoy Bruno Mars. He's doing sold out tours and dates in Vegas and Brazil or whatever it is. So yeah, shout out my boy Bruno. I think it's so dope. I want to keep collecting that fool because that fool's actually like been on the music grind for a minute, and it's so dope. Talking about music grind in a minute, I recently went back in like a little time capsule on my Apple Music, and I was super excited because I was like, dude, J. Cole's Born Sinner is probably one of my favorite albums when it comes to like replayability all the way through. So my favorite tracks off of it would be like Power Trip, and I would say Born Sinner was super lit. Those are two standout tracks off of this. I think She Knows was really good, and Let Nas Down was probably one of my favorite tracks off of this too. Man, it's so dope how he's progressed so much, and I'm debating on whether I want to get the deluxe for this one, which is the one with like the person with the crown. I might want to. I don't know yet. I'm gonna look into it, but yeah, definitely recommend like Born Sinner to a lot of people who've never heard J. Cole and they want to listen to a lot of great tracks. I think all of them. There's a couple you could skip, but it's debatable depending on what you like. So I think that's a great starting track for J. Cole. And talking about classics, I got a couple more Bryson Tiller ones coming in. I had Trap Soul reviewed already like a month ago now. And I recently just got the Set It Off one. My gosh, my little sister, she swooped this hoodie that I got from his tour from back in the day. And I think a lot of people were like, not let down, but they just didn't appreciate this sound when it came out. I don't know why. I really appreciated it. I think No Longer Friends was really good. Rain on Me was really good. I think Rain Interlude, things like that, where it's like more Bryson Tiller going into like that trap soul era. I think it's so dope. And yeah, just enough being said, I think this is probably like my third favorite. I would say that Anniversary would be my second, and then I think Trap Soul's probably first, simply due to the fact that this one did bring that trap soul type of energy back into like what Bryson was missing. So it's so dope how he was able to get the Drake feature on this one, which he's always wanted for a little while. And I believe he got the Big Sean feature as a feature that's in the deluxe only. So I think it's so dope because this one actually ended up coming through with the deluxe. And yeah, like I'm surprised that he dropped the latest album too, and it had a Chow, which I really enjoyed. Bryson Tiller's been on a little thing, and I think he's gonna drop a couple more soon. So I think he's dropping like a 2 LP thing where it's dropping like a R&B side and a rap side. So I'm excited to get into that. I'm trying to get the latest ones to come in. I got a Gunna one that I'm super excited about that I'm waiting in the mail for because I got this full signed one. So yeah, a little sneak peek on what's to come, but I'm almost done with that full collection. And yeah, I'm just super excited for what's to come. I really appreciate you guys' time, all the love that I've been getting on the videos. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day / night / weekend whenever you're hearing this. Hey, I don't know when you're hearing this, but I appreciate you, Take care. Love you, homie. Deuces.